And we're back. You tuned into Sport Federation TV. Joining me now from the world of Western Cape softball, we have Jacqueline and Candice Bull. Welcome, ladies. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you for having us.
Yeah, so you're an assistant coach.
Yes.
How did you get involved in this sport?
So in the sport itself, I started playing when I was 10 years old. And then I got into coaching at the age of 18. I then focused on my personal game. I stopped coaching for a little bit. And then I started coaching again about 5 years ago. So I've mainly focused on coaching juniors and youngsters in the lower leagues. And then I play in the Super League as well. So this year was the first opportunity to coach at this level with our club head coach as well, our head of softball, Nazim Dalvi. And I had to choose between actually playing and coaching. And I chose to coach simply because I've had my time in the sun and I'm ready to give back more now.
Beautiful. It's difficult to make that transition,
It
though.
is indeed. It's very, very difficult. It was
Yeah.
hard at tournament because there were times where I felt like
Yeah.
because there's players in the team that actually we feed off each other at my club team, and they were in that team, and there was a point where we actually just needed that little connection, and I had to remind myself, you're to coach, not to play.
Jacqueline, what's your involvement in this sport?
Well, my involvement started when I was 11 years old. You know, starting from a young age, playing softball, being introduced to the sport was an enormous opportunity for me. Starting at the age of 11, working my way up to where I'm currently now, was brilliant. I think I chose the best sport ever, you know, to actually play it and to achieve all my achievements currently. So yeah.
And you're currently a captain, hey?
Yes, I am. Basically the oldest cap in my team currently, with a few other teammates of mine. Yeah.
So what boxes do you have to check in order to be named a captain of a softball team?
Well, first of all is you as a person to be a role model to the development players on your team, as well as to listen carefully, to communicate well with your teammates, as well as to you know, be there for each other. It's not about being the best player, but it's also how you bring across yourself towards that player. It's also to be a leader. It can be on the field and off the field. Experience plays also a big role in this, because each tournament it varies. We learn new things. We gain more knowledge of different tournaments, and that is what we need to bring into the game as well as into our team. So yeah.
So what kind of life skills have prepared you to be a good captain to your team?
Life skills, yeah. Motivation, my character, exercising. What else is still
I think for Jackie, the biggest thing for her is that she doesn't want to be the best in the team, but to do the best for the team, which she does very well. She always puts the rest before herself. She is very hardworking and she's quite driven. And when things don't go her way, she takes it very hard. But what's important is that she doesn't show it.
Yes.
She takes it on the chin, deals with it on her own. And where the team environment is, she always projects a positive attitude regardless of how her personal game is going.
Yeah. Well, that's a beautiful quality that you have, that she obviously has seen in action, because your ability to bring out the best in others, that's a very important quality for a captain. Hey,
Yes,
how did you, who introduced you to the sport?
Oh, my sister, my older sister, started at the first club in Kills River Cougars. That was the club I started at the age of 11. She was the person into sports, playing various sporting codes. And just one day, randomly, went with her and went to go play a bit. And then that's how I started.
Tell me about the club that you guys play from.
So we both play for the same club, which is Yankees, basically based in Mitchell's Plain.
Yankees.
Same team.
Same
as
team.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started there 2013. It's basically now almost 6 years.
Yeah. I started there in 1993.
Yes. So you said Yankees is in Mitchell's Plain.
Yes.
All right. What do you? How big a role has this specific club played in your development over the years?
Well, personally for me, I've never played for another club. I've been there since I was 10 years old. I've achieved Western Province colours, SA colours, and personal growth within the club. From a junior, I was exposed to playing with SA players at the time. When I was 15 years old, I started in the Super League team that we currently play in. And it was really tough, sat bench for 2 seasons, but really learned a lot from them. They guided, they mothered, they gave hiding where it was necessary, kept me on the straight and narrow. And I eventually played in the SA team in 2012, which was one of the pinnacle achievements in my softball career. And without the club, I could not have done it.
Yeah.
So on Jackie's side, she's been there 6 years.
6 years.
6 years.
6 years.
What's been your highlight in your career, Jackie?
Winning the knockout final, league final this year. That is my biggest achievement in my career.
Yeah.
It was an amazing feeling ever, first time, and yeah.
So what is a league final?
A league finals when we all basically play to a certain extent, as we have winners.
So we played a league, we played the Super League, right? And for the first time in a very, very long time, the league was so tight that the top 4 teams with, I think there were 4 games left to play.
So just to put it in context, you've got teams coming from around the country, or
No,
just in the
just
Western
in
Cape?
Western Cape. Just in the Western Cape.
And the competition is quite strong in the Western Cape.
So for the past few years, it's been a bit, it's fallen by the wayside, and there's always one team running away. This year, for the first time, with the last 3-4 games left, there were 3 points between 3 teams.
Right.
So anyone could have taken it. So it literally came down to the last game for us to play against a really, really feisty Lavendale club, which is mainly youngsters. And they gave us a run for the money the entire season. They gave everyone a run for their money. And it came down to, literally down to the wire, where we actually won 2-1. Everyone was cheering against us because we used to win all the time. And, then you become the underdog and you start losing, and then people start supporting you again. But at this game, if we had lost, another club would have taken the league without actually playing for it in that sense, like going down to the wire. So we won 2-1 that evening, and it was absolutely electrifying. It was amazing.
And after the break, I'll be talking to one of your peers and colleagues, Stacey Lee Anthony, who's going to come and give us the administrative background behind softball. Yeah. So all the best to you both.
Thank you so
very much.
Oh, but you're staying,
I'm
Candace.
staying.
Candace Bull will be joining us later with Stacey Lee, so please stay tuned for that.